St. Ignatius was a 16th century Spanish nobleman.
Ignatius was a man of passion. He was a man of faith, and he knew what God was calling him to do.
Men for others.
Men for others.
Men for others.
Jesuit Brotherhood starts when you're a freshman. It doesn't start when you're a sophomore, junior, or senior. It starts immediately when you're a freshman.
Everyone's together as a brotherhood here.
We want our students to live a life that's really unlike any other.
You look hard enough, you connect hard enough, you'll find the image of God, the love of God.
It's crazy. It's really cool.
Can you repeat that?
It's crazy. It's really cool.
The brotherhood that we all have, it's not really like comes down to a specific experience.
Each student is different. There's not a cookie cutter of what we're looking for as a student or what we're looking for as a leader.
A leader is somebody who can show those under him that he is committed, somebody who puts it all on the line.
Part of the Jesuit mission of being men for others.
We work to understand what it means to be a man for others.
First of all, you gotta humble yourself, sympathize or empathize with people around you. Put yourself in their shoes for a second and act upon that.
It has to do with stewardship, how we treat others in the world around us. Friends who help friends out and teachers who help students out.
Great teachers love to teach and they love to connect with the students.
I'm a little bit sarcastic and I tend to try to make people laugh a lot in class.
Do I need to look in the camera?
No, you're gonna look right here.
I'm gonna look there all the time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't just bust out laughing. I'm sure they're snickering over there.
For the greater glory of God.
Yeah, your teacher's going to be somebody who cares for you, cares about you and what you're doing, not just in the classroom, but outside the classroom as well.
Every day I find God in the classroom with my students.
He really enjoys teaching, he enjoys his job, and it's fun.
My students and I are working together on a project, improving both of our thinking skills, learning about one another, learning together about the world, about our faith.
The Jesuits have been involved in education for 5 centuries.
And I love that just pouring out of ideas and enthusiasm. That to me is what a Jesuit education is about.
Being a Jesuit teacher is all about combining the intellectual, the physical through athletics, the spiritual.
Research-driven, argument-driven, analytical writing. Anything that looks at a text for, that generates ideas, generates theories. I'm really interested in philosophy of literature, philosophy of language.
Experiment to see if matter would be created or destroyed. It was cool. We did all kinds of chemical reactions during that and to see the different masses between when they weren't reacted and when they were.
The STEM building, yeah, it's awesome.
We have so many more instruments and tools at our disposal.
This is how people learn, by doing things, not just by reading about them.
I'm going to be setting up a lab with my AP Bio students that I've never been able to do before.
That engineering lab alone is phenomenal.
It's like a real, college building, a facility that you might see at the collegiate level.
This place is dedicated to being the best.
You have questions if you feel a little bit like you're in a different place. You are, but it's a special place.
Typical Strake Jesuit man is
intellectually competent,
committed to doing justice,
religious,
loving.
I have an open mind when going into new situations.
Integrity, hard worker, trustworthy.
I think a Jesuit student is someone who wants a little bit more out of his education.
They really understand that they're capable of doing much more than they think possible.
He's loving and kind, highly motivated.
They have far more control over their future than I think they ever realized.